Hello everyone, I'm Nathan and welcome to my channel. And welcome to the second episode of my new series called Random DIYs, where basically I just DIY stuff that no one probably cares about, but I'm still gonna do it. Today we're gonna be making a pair of Ocean Pacific, I think that's what the brand is, corduroy shorts. So basically recently I saw these when I was just randomly on Google looking at like vintage pictures and stuff, and apparently they were just like corduroy shorts that were really popular in like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, I think. Basically they came in like a bunch of different colors and they were really popular, I guess. I really want a pair, but I don't think they make them anymore. And although they do have a lot of them on eBay and stuff like that, they're usually pretty expensive, and also finding one in my size and color that I like isn't the easiest thing ever. So I decided to check out my thrift store to see if they had any corduroy shorts at all. Maybe even, you know, the actual OP ones, especially if they were so popular. I didn't end up finding them, but I did end up finding these corduroy pants from Eddie Bauer, and they were actually new with tags. Originally $50, and I got them for like $2. These had actually been at the thrift store for a while, because the last like 4 times I've gone, I've seen these there, and like no one had picked them up for some reason. I didn't pick them up before because they're like a size or two too big, but they definitely work with a belt, especially if I'm gonna make them into shorts. I think they will be fine. But yeah, they were just there for so long, and I was like, I don't want them to get thrown away, and they were $2, so I decided to pick them up. And I was actually originally kind of had like the idea of making them into shorts on the back burner. I wanted to see what they looked like as pants, you know? So I tried them on, and just not my style, let's say, to put it nicely. I think that they will look good as shorts, so let's just give this a try. And yeah, probably the biggest problem about these is that they are like a cargo pants, so there's like these pockets on both sides that are in our way. So our first step is actually to seam rip these off. I'm hoping, you know, sometimes when you take pockets off of like the back of jeans, there's like a lot of dye. I'm hoping that's not the case with this, but if there is just like a little bit of discoloration, I don't even really care. First step is to take off these pockets. Well, that took way too long. Like, I finished an entire movie. But now we have the pockets all removed, and there is a little bit of like a line right here. I am kind of hoping that they'll be like around this length, so I don't think they'll be that noticeable. I accidentally took off one of these like flaps that goes over the back pockets, so I decided to just take them both off because I think it kind of just looks better. I'm gonna try to get rid of some of these, like, you know, stitch holes, so I'm going to iron these, and yeah. Now it is time to cut them. So I think I'm actually gonna cut right at the bottom of where I have the pockets, because I wanna like have length, and then I can just look in the mirror and kind of roll them up and see where I want the final, you know, hem to be. So I'm gonna cut right there. To do the other leg, we can just put this one on top of there, and then we have a nice line to cut. Okay, now we can just try them on and see how long we want them to actually be. So this is what they look like on so far, and I just belted them because, you know, they're a little bit big. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stand in front of the mirror and just sort of like evaluate where I want these to actually be hemmed, because I want them to be like a little bit shorter, because like that's what the original ones are like. You know, and if you don't know how to sew, you could honestly just probably roll these and then iron them, and you'd be good. I feel like this isn't too bad of a length. And also, it's better to leave more, because you could always just roll it if you want it to be a little bit shorter. The thing is, because these are like really high-waisted, I feel like you can kind of get away with them being a little bit shorter because you still have quite a bit of length to them. I think I kind of like this length. Now I'm going to unfold the hem, and I kind of eyeballed where I actually want them to be. So I'm going to mark about 2 inches below where I actually want it. And then we can just cut this. Now that I have this cut off, I'm just going to fold them inside out because I think it's a little bit easier to hem them when they're inside out. And now I'm just gonna fold the fabric about like 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And then I'm just gonna do that one more time. So literally just rolling it. And then I'm just gonna take some pins and pin this closed. Okay, now that I have it pinned completely, I'm just going to sew it. So these are how they turned out. I just paired it with this like vintage Izod Lacoste polo, if you can see. It might be a little washed out, but it has like these green stripes throughout. And then I just belted the shorts with this like vintage brown leather belt with a nice brass buckle, and then just threw on some simple white shoes. I think I made them a pretty good length, and they actually were, I did this off camera, but they were a little bit baggy, like they came out like this far. So I did end up unhemming it and then sort of taking out a little bit from the crotch just to make them a little bit less baggy, and then I just rehemmed it, of course. But yeah, I think compared to the inspo, they turned out really well and they're quite comfortable. So before I go, I just want to say that I recently like hit my 1-year anniversary on YouTube, and today I actually checked my subscriber count and it's at 200, so it's crazy. So I'm just very thankful for all of you who have, you know, subscribe, you know, and it's been 1 year, which is crazy, and it's crazy how much different it's been from, you know, last year to now. Like, I feel like a completely different person. But thank you if you have subscribed, and that's it, basically. And thank you for 200. I love all of you so much. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you later. Okay, bye.